Hey everybody, it's Wild Josh from the Geek-Cetera podcast. What an episode I have for you today. I recently asked Sam Witwer who his favorite obscure Star Wars character is. Yes, if you're asking, the same Sam Witwer who voiced Darth Maul in the Clone Wars and Rebels TV series. He also did tons of other things as well outside the Star Wars series. Well, he responded immediately with this name, and I knew what I needed to do. So sit back and relax. You're about to learn who's who when it comes to Chief Chirpa. We will start with what we know to be canon, which isn't really a whole lot. Chirpa was a male Ewok that was chief of the Council of Elders for the Bright Tree Village Ewok tribe on the forest moon of Endor. During the Battle of Endor, which took place in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Chief Chirpa okayed that the rebels on the forest moon be inducted into the Ewok tribe. This allowed for the Ewoks to work with the rebels in defeating a common enemy, the Galactic Empire. This was, of course, after being convinced by C-3PO that the rebels shouldn't be eaten or sacrificed to their new golden god. The Ewoks and the rebels were able to set traps and successfully defeat the Empire on Endor. Chirpa was married to the Ewok Ra-Li, and the pair had a daughter together named Nisa. Now for the legend stories. Chirpa rose to the position of chief after earning the trust of the villagers during the Ewok and Dulak Wars. Chirpa was known as an excellent warrior and a great leader. Chirpa and Ra-Li had two daughters, Asa and Nisa. He taught his oldest daughter, Nisa, everything he knew and raised her to be the eventual heir to his throne. Sadly, Chirpa's wife was killed by a handak while Nisa was still young, and her sister Asha was thought to have been killed in the attack as well. Years later, though, she would be discovered living in the woods of Endor, being raised by Karinas. About a year after the Battle of Yavin, Chirpa traveled to the Festival of Love on Naboo by the invitation of Queen Kylantha. Being unaware of the Galactic Civil War that was being waged all around, Chirpa was welcomed by both the rebels and the Imperials. Years later, the Imperials started arriving on the forest moon of Endor. The Ewoks monitored the activity, but ultimately decided to steer clear due to the firepower that the invaders harnessed. It wasn't until Wicket witnessed an AT-ST stumble on some rocks and crash in the woods that the Ewoks thought that they may have a chance against the Imperials. From here, it follows along with canon. The Ewoks and the rebels join forces and defeat the Empire on Endor. Many years later, when Chief Chirpa passed in death, his daughter Nisa became the new chief of the Bright Tree Village Ewok tribe. Now for some behind the scenes. Chief Chirpa was played by actress Jane Busby in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. In the animated TV series Star Wars Ewoks, he was voiced by George Buza in the first season and Rick Cimino in the second. Chief Chirpa got his own action figure in 1983 and in 2016, and he became a Lego in 2009. Well, there you go. You now know who's who when it comes to Chief Chirpa. Would you like to know who's who about another character in the Star Wars universe? If so, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out on any of our future episodes. And lastly, be sure to listen to the Geek-Cetera podcast. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.